Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. With Yakuza Metro come and gone, when I did that video it was 2 days before Challenge Road 14 was released. It was an entire month that Challenge Road 13 was available, and on that very video when I said that that was the only Challenge Road up to that point, when that video came out, Challenge Road 14 became available. And that's what we're doing today, even though it's a little bit late, we are still in time. However, there's a reason why I put it off until we actually finish the entirety of Yakuza Metro, but before Online Party. If we go in, it doesn't exactly look the same as what it did when it first released. I have not done this on this file, obviously. We've still got 13 trophies, not 14. However, if you guys have played it with either the 6 level variant or the current 5 level variant, and you played it on both those variants, you could have up to 1 or 2 additional trophies. And I consider those erroneous because this was not supposed to happen. Something to do with the 2 levels that are now gone were updated, and for some reason we removed the Challenge Road tags, so they're not part of Challenge Road. Therefore it made a new pseudo 14th Challenge Road that's shorter, because they were removed and you can get another trophy out of it. And I haven't done that. When I practiced this Challenge Road, I did a 6 level variant because the red as heck level was removed. And now the pink donut rift has also been removed, and that means that all that's left here are returns from previous Challenge Roads. So yeah, not only is it the biggest Challenge Road, and it still is, but it's also the most buggiest, and it's also the only one with the most returning levels from previous Challenge Roads. In fact, it's the only one with returning Challenge Roads, and its current variant, the 5 level variant, is nothing but returns. Even though it had 2 newcomers to the party, but that's a thing. This sounds very complicated. This is why I've been leaving it. Just like the 2 Rift tokens that were actually found in this very room in between the releases of DLC 1 and DLC 2 that I never grabbed and only made mention of in the walkthrough. It's only because I consider those 2 erroneous because they're not technically there after DLC 2 launched, so they're not there, even though they are for some reason in the Switch version. I don't know why that is, but oh, it's weird. But in this particular case, those 2 trophies I haven't got out of my way to grab. So why have I not done this one yet? Well, you would think that I would just do this, but where the previous levels were, I would just play them outside of the Challenge Road, but just clip them into where they should be, so at least then we can still cover them, and then it's pretty much still getting the trophy. Well, actually, I haven't done that, and I will not be doing this particular version to get the trophy. I am not touching this. First of all, however, since we already know the existing levels, and since there are 5 levels, and I can put 5 cards in the corner of the screen, that means that every time we're speeding through the levels that we've previously done, so you know I'm not cheating, you'll be able to check to see what the levels are in full, but obviously I will be speeding them up for the purpose of this video. However, I do want to go check the 2 levels that were originally part of this Challenge Road before we actually get into it. However, there is another mod that I will be talking about, which is why I've been putting this off for a good while, because it conveniently turned up when this Challenge Road was having its fritz for a week and a half. First level that was removed, as I've already mentioned, is the Red as Heck Rift by Mr. Brawls. A weird rift has appeared in some place and Hatkid does not know what to do, other than find out what awaits her by jumping into it. A short rift with some challenging platforming. That and the pink Melted Donuts Time Rift, which is technically the hardest of the bunches from what I would consider, but was the second to be removed. A quote-unquote blue Time Rift about delicious pink donuts. Since it's my first time importing and working with custom models in maps, you might see some errors with the models. This, made for the 2019 Hat in Time official Discord server Time Rift modding jam, as per usual. Of course, I'll be playing these so I can clip in any rift roulettes that we do get in. I think I still have some stuff in the roulette. So, I said that I wasn't going to play the Challenge Road through the Challenge Road tab. That's because this level came to the rescue, and it probably would actually allow me to play any challenge roads that I missed without fear on missing out on the trophies. We have the Level Compilations feature, I guess you can call it. It's more of a quality of life thing than anything else, as well as more than that, by Epic Yoshi Master. I was following up about this on the Hack in Time Discord, and when I was learning about all the ins and outs about it during to what he was teasing, well, I asked if he could notify me when it actually goes live, and it has, and already it's a version 1.0.1. Came out today, like earlier on actually, as a matter of fact, for the day I'm recording this anyway, introducing Level Compilations. The ultimate level playing, challenge making, online partying, race your friends so you can play the game more mod. The level compilations are a group of levels connected by a particular theme or concept. When you play one, you travel between each of the levels in succession with no breaks in between. It's like a challenge road, but even better. And speaking of challenge roads, this mod allows you to play all of them and even receive their actual trophies. No longer should you have to worry about missing a trophy, this mod has you covered. Awesome feature list, compilations of regular game levels, think stuff like all blue time rifts, bosses, purple time rifts, individual worlds, that sort of thing. Death Wish support, so yes, if you have DLC 1 installed, it will include compilations including Death Wish levels. Play all previous and future challenge roads, so it has got you covered on that. Checks the AI for the markings or flags of the code, and if you play those particular mod levels in that particular order, which is what it will do for you as long as you have them installed, you will earn the trophy and it will appear on the tab as before. This is what I meant by the 2 additional trophies from the 5 level and 6 level variants of the current challenge road 14. Those don't count and they're not tracked by this. If you missed out on the 7 level one, this one will cover you on that as well. You can actually receive the challenge road trophies, which is optional. As I said, the other 2 are not going to be available, which I haven't obtained for this file, so we're all good on that. Compilations of other mod levels, shout outs to Hab. Create your very own custom compilations using the regular levels in any way you'd like, so we could make like themed levels, like maybe try and I might in my own time play the entire game with certain character mods that have different movesets or different abilities, see if they actually can beat the levels, and then I might like have it as a compilation of something. Randomizer compilation, it's basically 10 levels in a row, and if you beat them, obviously you'll get a little completion marker saying that you have beaten the randomizer. And that could be any of the 56 timepieces in the main game, DLC 1, DLC 2, and any of the Death Wishes. So, yeah, that's quite crazy. Online party support, play with your friends or against them. Online cooperative play, if one player grabs a timepiece, everyone gets to move on to the next level. Times are tracked for each compilation, so you are basically timed from the minute you go. And, of course, trophies, because it has to mark your completion in some method. This mod has been in the works for almost a month, and it is thanks to all the amazing members of the hack community. I'd like to give special thanks to my speedrunning playtesters, modders, for those that are featured, and for you for playing. I might clip this particular description in the next video because we're going to be looking at this a couple of times, but I'm only describing this now because of Challenge Road 14 being a mess, and this came to the rescue. So let's get back to our controller here, go to configure, and yes, we are able to obviously have the mod enabled. We have party mode support, which is how it moves all other players. You can see prompts from other players to join the level compilation. Co-op compilation, so if one person grabs a timepiece, everyone moves forward as a group. And you can award challenge road trophies, yay or nay. I mean, if you haven't played the original 7 level variant, it's 14th challenge road, but you've played the 6 or 5 level, I'd recommend turn this off, so at least then you can play the 14th, so the mod will mark you as complete, but you won't actually get the trophy. But obviously I'm leaving this on, because this mod doesn't have the 14th yet, and I want to get the actual 14th one. I'm not counting having 15 or 16 trophies at this point. Even if I did play the 7 level variant, I'm counting as 14 trophies because there's only 14 challenge roads. And the 7 level variant, which is what this mod plays, is the thing. I keep repeating myself because I have to stress that that is the thing. So we are immediately giving this a thumbs up upon boot up, because like I said, we're not having a look at this, although we will come back to the screen to see if we actually have our trophy listed, because we have 13 across the floor. So how do we actually use this mod if we can't use it here? Well, that's how you access the settings for it. This timepiece is actually the gimmick. Hello, would you like to play a level compilation? Don't know why the timepiece speaks to us, maybe it's the goddess of time herself, who knows. But the way I like to think of it is that this timepiece has gone rogue, it has gained its own sentience, and it pretty much acts as our timepiece of rewind, where we're able to rewind to previous levels and chain them together. We have a lot of other stuff, but I'm not going to be looking at that right now. As I've said already, many a time, Challenge Road 14 is our main focus of the day. So we want to go to Play Compilations, and we need to go to Mod Compilations. Now, unlike the normal Challenge Road tab, I'm not too sure, I haven't actually tested it, I'm not too sure if you press play on one of these and you do not have the mods, it will download the mods for you before it engages. It will just chuck you right in, because you can see that there is a lot more here that this mod has to offer us, which probably might be the basis of other mod videos, perhaps. Because we've got Heaven and Hell, we've got a whole new world, Past Revisited, which looks interesting, that's some beta stuff right there. All about aesthetic, Mega Boss Rush, which I'm not doing, and Modder's Choice, which is using his own custom thumbnail. So, yeah, all the challenge roads are here. This is Challenge Road 14, and as I said, it is the 7-level variant. Now, even though I have the other 13, it doesn't actually say that I have the trophy for it here. If I played this now, because I kept all the levels other than one from a previous challenge road that gave me a Death Wish, if I have the trophy already, beating this challenge road from this mod will not give me a trophy for my save file, but it will mark this particular menu, this screen, as complete with the trophy icon. So even though I have the trophy, I haven't got the icon for it, as I will show once we get the 14th trophy. However, I will be going in my own time on this file, going through all the original 13 previous challenge roads, just so that they're marked off, because I've already got the trophy for them. They won't give me a trophy if I already have them. Like I said, it checks the code of the game. With that massive thing out of the way, these are returning levels, except for 2 being red as heck and pink melted donuts. Those will go through normally, the others I'll be speeding up. The only other time that we had to speed up through a challenge road was with Iron Sky Factory by Star Shoals. The only reason being is because I had already done that in a separate video, and we were just repeating ourselves. Which I've been doing a lot so far, but as I said, this is a mess. Repeating myself again, you get the message. So, I'll be speeding up through all the rest. Mod Rift tokens will not be counting for those. However, there is one thing that I will have to talk about when we actually reach near the end of the Yellow Jello Rift. I'll press play, because I've got all the mods installed ahead of time, because I had to actually install Red as Heck and Pink Donuts separately, because they weren't part of the thing at that point. We've already been through this level, but as you noticed, we haven't got 3 lives remaining, we haven't got any Death Wish-like stuff going on. I could fail as many times as I want, and as long as I actually finish the gauntlet, it will work. Maybe this mod could be updated, so if you choose a challenge road, you do have the 3 life stipulation. Maybe, not too sure, but we don't actually have any limits. So if I do miss a challenge road, and I use it, if I try to cover them through this mod, if I do die 3 times, because I will be speeding up, so you know I won't be cheating, if I actually get knocked out 3 times, I'm gonna have to do it again. So I'm not playing against the rules of Challenge Road, it's just we're doing this outside of Challenge Road, even though it will still string them together in a row, and we still have to beat them all in a row in order to get the trophy. So, we still have the reward, but we have infinite tries. See, as you see, it's just a faded one, and with this mod, it just cuts out before it can even count the timepiece. I apologise that it took me a while to actually get to covering this challenge road, and I also apologise the length of time we've taken within the video to get to the challenge road itself. But since most of it's going to be sped up, despite being one of the longest challenge roads, it's probably not going to be the longest in terms of actual gameplay, because most of it I'm going to be speeding up, because it will just be redundant. And yeah, this level is definitely the hardest level of the entire thing, in my opinion. But, wait, where's the last... Okay, the last donut didn't spawn in for some reason. I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be the final donut with sprinkles. Can we try that again? Okay, it's not spawning. Wow, already we're having troubles. This level is neon bright. This is extremely high contrast. And sometimes it can do your eyes in, but at the same time it looks delicious. It looks beautiful. But this level does have one particular annoying part to it that I'm not a fan of, which we'll get into when we approach. And I completely forgot I was supposed to hookshot this donut, but I salvaged myself. You can actually jump on top of these pillars, but there's not really any need, despite having donuts up here. Seriously, this level just looks yummy. This looks like... oh, what's it called? The Food Kingdom in Odyssey, you know? Oh yeah, do not go through this dweller block that's blocking up the whole of the donut. You will fall. Some of these bagels will actually allow you to bounce, but that one doesn't give me much of a bounce. More like a trap to lure you into... Oh god, I'm bugging. There we go. Yeah, even the enemies are like frosting covered. It's like just oozing. And because that this is like all melted, it is hot to the touch, so you don't want to get be touching any of it. There is actually 3 tokens in this level, of which we will obviously grab so we have additional spins, because if you remember for the Let's Play, since we now have actually finished all the main stuff in the game, we have 2 tokens. So obviously I want to be at some point when I'm done with all this, when I'm finally done playing challenge roads and all that, we won't be having any more tokens. I would like to still be finishing on 2 because of OCD on having the game 100% complete. But once we grab that, we don't need to jump back. We can actually land in this corner here. Of course, I've played these levels before. I did not touch that, actually. Oh, no! That's not good. Thankfully, it spawned me on the other side of where we were going to go. So that's alright, I guess. But yeah, it's like... I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like with these challenge roads, because there wasn't a way to replay them. But now there is, and that just makes this mod amazing in my eyes. This, I'm actually going to die here. I'm not playing carefully at all. Okay, I salvaged that somehow. I just do not like being on this fiery platform. Take them out, please. Oh my god, my commentary was all over the place there because I'm struggling. Right, just keep double jumping up here. Home attack if need be, because I'd rather not swing my bat. Because it doesn't seem like the safest thing to do. There we are. But yeah, there was... Oh, come on, really? I didn't grab the ledge. I didn't even scale up it. I've got to do this whole section again. And again, I didn't land on it. I slipped off. I didn't climb up. What the hell? What was all that? Okay, we respawn here, so I don't need to cut it off. That was cheeky. I could have got hit before I could even move. What was that, both commentary and gameplay? My lord. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Mauve refresh. English RB hard. Cannot do. Let's get back to where we were, and this time not get a burnt tush. I like the aesthetic of this level. However, this level has some difficult points, and that shouldn't have been a difficult point, but it just became one. Case in point, I just got myself yet another burnt tush. Give me that, please, before I get hit by another enemy. When I don't, you know what, I'm just going to sprint past all these guys. That'll be the easiest way to do it. I have played this before, and I have also played this Level Compilation mod in my own time because it had so much to offer, and I needed to know how it worked before I did a challenge road. I have practiced all the levels of the challenge road, both singularly and within the 6 level variant of the challenge road, but now it's only the 5 level variant. And you don't want to be playing that unless you want an additional trophy or so. Of course, if you've missed the 6 variant trophy, you're never going to get that. But then again, that's like with the 2 tokens, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, really? I can't save myself on that one? I was on the wall, but I couldn't get out of it. That's a little bit dickish. Obviously, this level is kind of like a mix between a purple and a blue rift, again, because it has some kind of storyline. Since it's the pink melted donuts, this is kind of like the assembly or manufacturing conveyor belt for these things. Now, I was trying to avoid falling. Are you serious? Are you serious? I fell longer than I thought I was going to, and because of that, I took damage due to the void out. This is not going well for me. I'm going to have to do the previous level again. That's not fair! Wow, this level's making me mad. Just trying to talk here. What I was going to say before I got clapped in twain, and then fell to my... If you walk along the sides of this conveyor belt, you will not move along with it. Which is what I was trying to do before I jumped into the saw accidentally. I'm just not having good luck here now. And I'm down to 2 hits, and if I die again, that's it. I'm going to have to be true to my word and play the previous level again and speed that up. And as soon as I say that, I nail that, and now I regret saying that, because this was the point that I truly had trouble with this level. Good news is, it's the last tough bit that we're going to have to actually do. We want the Dweller Mask for this. So, it looks like what we need to do is either use our Dweller Mask to jump across these donuts, which I actually recommend doing, and treat the other bubbles. Oh, bugger me, I deactivated it when I was inside the thing. I hate this part, I really do. And be careful as well, considering that we have a lot of heart ponds here, but that little blob of frosting there is enough to hurt you. So, what I'm going to do is land on here, and just jump across them carefully. Do not try to jump up to the next layer of donuts. I've tried. You just can't do it, because these donuts have weird physics where if you land on the side of them, you'll slip off. You won't even attempt to wall climb back on or grab a ledge. You'll just fall. So, don't do that. I'm going to try and make it to this platform. Okay, you can wall climb off of them. It could fall out of me. That's a checkpoint, though, which is nice. Actually, I can't remember if that checkpoint was there or not. Also, you can stop these donuts from moving, which is also quite odd. Oh, he's... Wait. The middle of the top donuts are filled. That's not a thing before. This mod has had an update, making it a little bit more fair. I mean, I know they're donuts, so they would have holes in the middle, but it just makes them more awkward to platform. So that's kind of my only gripe, really. Now, there's nothing actually on top of this, yeah, there's nothing actually on top of this donut other than a sign. Actually, I just forgot about this for a second. I need to... Okay, I'm not having a good time on grabbing this. Yep! I'm in the middle of a jump, so I should be alright when I press the A button again and hold forward. There we go. Okay, I saved myself. There's only a sign up there, and as far as I'm aware, there is no way for you to actually get over there. We will actually have to use a mod in order to get over here to read this sign. I'm not cheating. But as soon as you approach it without even pressing B, please don't cheat, thanks. Yep, they catch you out if you're using a mod to cheat the level and you just get curious. That's all I'm using that for. I'm not using that again here, and that's why I speed up as well, so you know I don't cheat in the challenge rooms. I'm fair. So yeah, I died... I pressed the hat button, hello. Thankfully we can actually stand in that little hole, so it's not that big of a problem. I can actually land on top of this. But, there we are. I was about to say, don't fall. I was trying to show off. Please let me show off. Well, I completely missed that one, so that was on me. That's fine, I can just grab this again. But yeah, this was definitely the hardest one of the bunch for me. And... this, as I said, this was actually part of the challenge road on my particular run through. So, because I was on the 6th level variant when I did it, and after I did it, it went down to 5. So, we need to go on a slight angle here so we don't hit ourselves onto this donut. This very bouncy, rubbery one. I guess this one's gone stale. I just need to see where I've got to jump to next, but it's not really that easy. There it is. Got to turn around, jump up this way. I haven't actually tried jumping to this donut, or bagel, whatever you want to call it, from the one that we were just standing on top of. And I pressed X. Could you hookshot something? Jesus! I tried 3 times there, and it was not even hookshotting the one I was targeting to. Even then it didn't want to latch on. I'm having a lot more problems than I used to. Even though the bit that I have trouble on has been... I guess updated to be a bit easier with a checkpoint on that platform and fill in the top half holes. That's what I wanted to do. Don't use your hat here until you are ready to bounce. What? I thought that was a... I thought I was... That was a bouncy donut. You know what? I'll talk when I get back over there. This is getting annoying now. I thought I was at the front of the donut, not in the very, very middle. Of course I would have to be in the middle. This bagel, or I keep saying bagel because sometimes they are bagels. These donuts, that particular donut is bouncy, and that's what we needed it for, but I obviously cocked that up. I'm still at full health though, so I can't complain too much. Even though I have been, because this level is very difficult. But I already told you all the good things about it. See, that's the sprinkled donut I was on about. See, the other ones aren't sprinkles. For some reason, that didn't show up at the beginning, but you don't need it. Here, you probably need it, because that gap's a bit too high and big to make. Right. I'm not entirely too sure if I'm actually going to get a mod rift token out of this on this visit, because even though I am not in the challenge road, so I wouldn't get the mod token, if this was actually the original challenge road and not just a compilation level string together to pseudo make the challenge road. This is solid because I haven't played this again yet. I'm actually interested. I'm not too sure if I got it. I guess I'll find out right when I boot into Zesty Orange. I'll pause and have a look. Five, 6. Yeah, that actually did give me it. That actually did give me it. So if you're replaying a challenge road, or using the level compilation mod to play challenge roads, and you haven't beaten those levels before, you basically do 2 at once, so it may actually be better. Yes, you do not have 3 lives, so that challenge aspect is pretty much gone. You can keep on grinding it out until you're done. Perfect for Pink Sunrise, mind you, that particular challenge road. But not only can you get the trophy from the challenge road, you don't have to play the level again in order to get the mod ref token from the timepiece itself. And that is a plus in my book. So I don't have to play the levels twice, although I will probably have to anyway to get the ref roulette spin, because I like that, but yeah. After completing the challenge road, I've come back in order to beat these levels again to see if I get a ref roulette, but considering how that we have already beaten them in both getting the timepiece that gives us the token, because we clarified that it already did, any levels that you haven't already beaten, that you do actually beat for the first time, in the level compilation mod, challenge road or otherwise, if you haven't beaten them before, you'll get the mod ref token, even though it won't tell you because it skips that cutscene. But because it also skips that cutscene, it also skips a possible spin in the roulette. So I have actually missed out spins because of this. So I can't actually confirm if the pink melted donuts time rift or the red as heck time rift gives you any ref roulette spins. I'll have to do some looking in and confirm. Hang on a minute. That's solid. Apparently I never got this one. 6. I swear I replayed that level in order to get the time rift. Oh yeah, I did. I guess that was the lighting then. It just didn't look transparent because of it. Strange. Alright, anyway, we are now in our next level, and after we've done this level, we can just speed through the rest of them since we've played them before. This is red as heck, and this one is still a little bit difficult, but it's only because of the jumps we've got to do. There are no collectibles in this level, so we haven't got to worry about that. Of course, the other levels did have some collectibles, mostly rift tokens again, but we've already covered that, so that's not a problem. Dang it, didn't do that right. And we're back at the beginning. That's fine. This level's gimmick is pretty much being bright red, and you've got to look out for the red lamps that are literally nothing but neon red in order to find the way to continue. These jumps are really precise to make, by the way. I'm not exactly a fan of them. Why did I not climb up on the block? Okay, that time I grabbed the ledge. That's helpful. Got some nice music to go with yet again. The speedy windmill, I think it was called. the, you know, that death wish that gave me trouble. Nightmares with wall climbing. Ugh. Maybe I don't want to remember properly because that was traumatic. Don't like death wish. I guess that's already obvious. Red light, good. Apparently so. I like the red on black. It gives me a like Shadow the Hedgehog vibes, but it's like neon black. I should not have tried to make the jump there, but at least I salvaged it. Let's get on this end. We want to try and match up as much as possible. There we go. Get on top of this post if you want to, but there's no need. Let's jump to this lamppost so we get ourselves a checkpoint. And yeah, there's a shadow of a lamp, and if you look up there, right at the corner is a lamp. That you may not be able to see at certain angles, so keep an eye out on that. What we got to do here is normal jump off the wall, then to the wall, excuse me, then double jump away so we can climb up. Same goes here. We've got a normal jump, double jump, lunge. Oh, I didn't grab the ledge, I didn't save myself either. That's what we got to do, and that's what makes this level quite tough. So, normal jump, double jump. Normal jump, double jump. If I was facing the correct way, for some reason I was wall climbing not on the wall, but against the wall somehow? I mean, I guess... Oh yeah, these panels are a bit crooked. They're not exactly flat. That's probably what happened. That's going to mess me up. Well, it kind of already did, but at least I didn't get hit for it. Let's try it again. Oh no, it's happened again. Saved myself. Oh, I didn't even wall climb! Come on! This is the jump that kills you. I will say it right now, this is the jump I had the most trouble with. I didn't even think it was possible. Just trying to think here. How did I do this before? Oh, I think I know. I double jumped and I climbed on top, not vaulted. I climbed on top of it, I didn't vault. That's how I gypped it before. Nope. Nope, no! I had it! I pulled back, but I didn't land on the platform properly, so it messed me up. I don't know the best way on doing this, to be honest. Unless, if I do a sprint jump, I can't double jump off the wall, so I can't angle correctly. Trying something else here. Oh no, I just don't latch on the wall in order to wall climb. I've got one hit left and that's it, I'm done. I'm going to have to do everything again because I stick to my word. Oh boy. Pressure's on now. Pink level killed me. Can't do that. Actually, ideas are hatching. Oh god, no! Save myself! Oh my god. That might be the best way to do it. I might have to try and go up the wall. I didn't latch onto it again! Come on! See you guys when I get back here. Yes, it's going to spawn me back here, but we don't have lives, and I am sticking to my guns. I'm going to speed all that up. crazy that that doing a lunge cancel, that it gives you just a little bit of height that is required to make those jumps. That small tad little bit of height in order to grab the ledges. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know why, when I clipped in for a moment there, that the timepiece in Zesty Orange, because it really didn't give me a timepiece, so I'm still at 6, not 7. But it wasn't, it was solid on that other attempt, and on this attempt, it wasn't solid, so I'm a little bit confused. Oh boy. I vaulted, but I had to pull back, and I barely salvaged it. So now we are finally back to where we are, and I have not died once, so that is a good thing, and we're at full health, and we have all the ponds here. So I just gotta figure out what to do here. For some reason, I just can't get on top of this. And I'm not too sure. I mean, like, the ponds are there. Ponds are there. I mean, maybe. Hang on. Can I just go straight for the, I can! I didn't know I could go straight for that! Hello! Maybe that was the idea. But I was able to land on top of this, like this platform. I don't know why I tried to jump for it, but I would have probably landed on it if I didn't pull back as well, so double boo-boo on me right there. But yeah, I normally wall climb, pull back on the vault so I land on top of that platform, and immediately jump so I land on that platform, in order to hookshot to this very lamp. I never did that for some reason. I don't know why I didn't. But now I've kind of forgotten where I need to go, so you know what, I'm going to jump over this way. And I'm going to look up, and there's a platform up there, which is where we need to go. And look, you cannot even see the lamp from that angle. Let me go back up over this way. If you weren't looking carefully enough, it looks like there's no lamp, but there is. It's literally the exact same brightness. So what we got to do is jump to this, and then double jump this way. There we are. That's how we get enough height to make that. Jump across this way, and I believe we're actually on the second half of this level. So it's not a long one. It's just that that particular jump is very finicky, but you can trick a hook shot on that one, which I didn't know until just now. I kind of just discovered that while playing this level. I only played through this, like, once. Well, obviously the most... I mean, like I said, the majority of the challenge road we've technically already played through before, so you know I can do it. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Again, you could barely see it. And these move pretty fast. I would recommend... Oh, Jesus. Okay. I was about to say, I would recommend the time stop hat, but if they're going to be that buggy, I might just... Because normally I can do this without the time stop hat, as long as it doesn't bug out too much. And I just did it. So whack you out of the way. I'm going to home attack you because I trust you. Now, the sweet spot here is just slightly to the right. Go straight down, weave a little bit, jump at near the end so we don't just fall. These platforms will fall, so sprint jump all the way across to this lamp here. Land on some actual solid platforming. You do not need to use that panel, whatever you do. You can just easily make it up to this platform with a double jump lunge cancel. Got a heart pond right in case we need it. We've got some red balloons, which actually do show up from the glow. And I missed it. Oh boy, I forgot that the checkpoint went this far back. Ouchies. Okay, let's try and get back there. Hell yes! That's what I wanted to do. Oh god. Okay, let's try this again. Oh god, I did a 180. Camera snapped on a 180 on a single frame. Cheeky. I can't deal with that. Okay, I kind of skipped a balloon there by accident, but I panicked. Funnily enough, that was the checkpoint, but we haven't got far to go now. I believe there is a lamp we need to look out for. Nope. Two... Problem is you can't really see from here. You've got two blue balloons, which will give you a super bounce, so let's head to these quick. Oh, I forgot I needed a double jump for that one. Ouch. Give me that. At least the checkpoint graphics showed up, so that means even if we do game over here, fail here completely, we will respawn. Right, Then follow the ponds. Problem is, if you grab the ponds, you won't be able to see it. You've really got to stretch your jump out in order to grab that particular lamp. But now we're on the home stretch. Seriously, I'm not a fan of how fast these platforms spin. Hit this balloon! I jumped over it. I always jump over that blue balloon, and I don't know how I keep managing it, but that is a thing I need to stop doing. Okay, I didn't need a double jump for that red balloon this time. But you've already got a double jump and lunge for these blue balloons. I really want to keep some of those ponds there, so I've got a guideline. Because with the, when things blur, when they get too far away from your camera, you can't see what you're doing. Okay, I nailed it. You need to arc to this corner here. There we are. Actually, there's like a little triangle here. That's actually solid. That's going to mess me up, dude. I've got a saw blade on the other side, so don't make the wrong choice. Problem is, with this particular perspective, you could catch the wall and it will mess up your jump. So you got to arc a double jump that way, and I missed the balloon. That means I've got to do it again. That's not a fun point. Some theorise that due to the difficulty of these particular two, which were the newcomer rifts, they were removed. And I'm not entirely too sure if that rings true or not. Because it was literally within a day they removed one, and then another day that they removed another. So it is a little bit odd if that is the case. So that means they didn't, like, play test for difficulty, and they just play tested to make sure it works. And ever since Pink Sunrise, challenge roads just haven't felt the same, except for maybe that's why they went with a lot of returning levels to get that zeitgeist back. But even then, because the two new coming rifts were removed, it just feels like that it broke again. Okay, this one's another annoying one. What we got to do is jump. Oh, come on! Wall climb when I jump to a wall! At least they don't have a chance! That's really annoying! I like how I lose my composure immediately, because it just... I hug the wall, I physically touch the wall, but I don't actually climb up the wall that I touched. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, come on! No! I was defying gravity somehow. What the heck? What happened there? That almost messed me up. It's really annoying as well that it just teases you by clipping the bubble. Right, can we do this time? That's a really awkward angle. Now, if I jump toward this wall, can we please actually, you know, wall climb? Why don't we wall climb? That's so annoying! If I touch a wall, you run up it. You don't just ignore it by not walking up it, but also not ignoring it by physically getting stopped by it. You do both actions, not just the one. Seriously though, what is with this wall? I don't understand it. It's like so close to the end, but this wall just doesn't follow the walls. And if I double jump, I can't lunge, I can't jump again. But then I can get on the wall, so it's like, it just doesn't feel fair to me when that happens. Maybe that's why it was removed. I don't know why they're removed, and Gears for Breakfast never said anything on their official Discord why it was reduced from 7 to 5 levels. And they removed the new going levels, which are the toughest of the bunch. I've probably been cutting, just getting back to this point, because this point's the main issue, and I probably sped up the first few attempts, so you know I can do it. Because if I die again, I'm not doing the whole challenge road again. I only did that the one time, so you know that that's pretty much what you have to do to get back up to this point, so you know the pain. I'm not doing that again. Do I try my idea again? It didn't work last time. It didn't even wall climb again! But I got stopped by the wall again! Wall climb, please! Don't! Why? To be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do in between cuts. This one jump is pissing me off. And say with me now, I didn't have much trouble with this jump in practice. Even though I'm having the same problems as before, I did eventually actually wall climb like I'm supposed to. Why is that just why is that such a chore? I want to know why that is such a chore. There we go. No! Sorry for being so loud, but what happened that time? What happened that time? I finally made the jump, I lunged, I cancelled so I could grab the wall. She didn't grab the ledge, she didn't vault up the ledge, she didn't grab the ledge, she didn't even slide against the wall. Everything was ignored again. And as soon as I move, I get sawed. That has absolutely pissed me off. Now I've got to do this jump again, because if wall jump works once, it won't work twice in a row, will it? Jesus Christ. Oh, come on! That is so annoying. I have to keep doing all of this every time just for something to fail. I'm not doing the whole thing again because this is being a dickwad. Because otherwise I would have just skipped it all with the wing cap because I shouldn't be losing to this rubbish. Oh, come on! Hit the balloon! What? There we go! That's what I tried to do the last time when I lost my mind and got pissed off. But you didn't grab the ledge, you didn't vault over it, you didn't even slide down the wall after you missed the ledge. You just went with it next to the saw, and only once I moved even a pixel, I get hit and launched into the pit. Why was that such a hassle? I didn't have many gripes with this level other than a couple of jumps, including that one, but that one ruined it completely for me. Jesus Christ, that was annoying. Well, I didn't have a good time, I'll say that, but now we're pretty much back to the usual levels that we've done before, so I'll speed up until we finished and claim our trophy because that was annoying and it shouldn't have been as such. Now, the thumbnail has actually changed because when you're at the end of a challenge road within the Level Compilation mod, for whatever reason, it uses the thumbnail of the Level Compilation mod itself. There is a token over there. How do you get that? Was that there this entire time and I never noticed? I also realise I've missed a bunch of electric ponds, but I want to know how you get that. Because that's something we never actually covered when we went through this level the first time. Oh, I could have just crouched underneath that. Oh, you just ride the train to the end. Okay. Oh wait, where does that take you? Interesting. You know what? I'll grab this. So there is a token in this level the entire time. I guess I'll have to put that in the pin, as a pinned comment in the original video where we covered this level. Oh, that just spawned you back to the beginning. Alright then. Since I never grabbed this one, I might as well grab it now. Since I'm not really bothered about my totals being messy. And with that, that is the entire challenge road done. I'm sorry that was messy. I'm sorry I got annoyed during Red as Heck, but that was a load of rubbish. But that is another challenge road complete. And that is also, as you saw there, no mod, because you don't get them that way. But as you can see here, when we are done with using or completing or exiting level compilation, when we load back into the hub, when you finish a level compilation, you actually start right outside Mafia Town. Not entirely too sure why, but that is a thing. So let's check back here once more, since we've now completed that. I'll go to Challenge Road 14. It says that we have the trophy here, but as I said, that's not really the trophy. That's just a mark of completion that we have done on this version. And that took us a good 40 minutes to do after I started again. So at least I improved my time somewhat, except for that bloody jump in Red as Heck. But if I go in here, now we have 14 icons on the bottom. You may also notice though, that it still says, can you beat this community gauntlet in just 3 lives? As I said, this is an erroneous version, and yet if I beat this the way that this is displayed, I will gain an additional trophy. Same goes for the 6th level variant. Don't want to do that. I want it perfect. So now with the troublesome challenge road, which is of the 14th variety, with 3 sub-variants included therein, as well as level compilation, we'll be covering more of level compilation in the next few episodes of A Hats Off to You. I'm not entirely too sure how many, but it has got quite a few compilations in there. We might want to check both part in-game and part not. We will restrict ourselves accordingly if it's any speedrunning things. I'll be able to fill you in with that, because I'll do my research. I'll even submit my time in the description so you can beat it if we do something like that. Also, there are a lot more mods, obviously. We've got stuff in the Rift Roulette. We've been gaining more tokens once again. I've put more items in there because obviously it's empty since we've now beaten the entire game, and you technically get 1 free spin, depending on how you beat the rifts or collected the tokens. And there's also a lot more playable character mods, and there is a couple that I definitely want to show off, although one of them I want to keep for the main LP right before we hop into Online Party, which there are also mods related to Online Party, but that will be covered at some point because it's Yakuza Metro. There's nothing else left at this point. It's the latest point in the game, in both of mods and the main game, so you know what's to come. So with that, guys, I'll see you guys next time for more of Hats Off to You, anything in Hat in Time related, and we'll see what more this timepiece has to offer. See you guys then.